my lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We start this episode sat outside the cargo exchange just off the coast of the river that ensures we have a good throughput of goods to the three cities on the western side of the map, Derby, Macclesfield and Ulverston. Now you may notice it's changed somewhat. Basically what I've done is I was having a few stability issues. So I did a bit of off-camera work primarily for testing. While I was doing the testing, I did a few little things here and there. One of them being some asset and scenery work, as you can see here at the cargo hub. Which, what was it called? Heywood? Heywood. So I've added a few little bit of some props, some characters, a few buildings, put a fence around it, a few barriers, just to make it look a bit more real, a bit more active, like it's the major cargo exchange that it's supposed to be. So that's one of the things I've done. Nothing too major here. Like I said, I only did it while I was doing a bit of testing and that, and I thought I'd show it you now. Something else I did along similar veins, and I believe it was up here, yes, at Haywood train station. I added a few buildings. We have a pub, no name, that's a lie, it's called the Railway, it says it right there. So yeah, we've got a pub, a few shops and what have you, the sort of thing you'd generally find near a train station. Also added a few people, just a couple of school, I think they're schoolboys, that's what they're called, a couple of police officers, some train guards, and a school lad sat down there reading what I assume is his homework, because I'm sure he's very studious. Just outside the station. Again, nothing too major, nothing that affects the gameplay in any great way. It just makes the place look a bit more lively and lived in. In terms of gameplay or network changes, I did make one slight tweak, or a couple of slight tweaks. Again, nothing too major. Here at Petersfield, we had quite a lengthy delay at times between trains arriving and trains leaving the platform as they were waiting for each other to clear the platform. So I added a third platform here on the outer edge, and I've also connected this platform in a little further back, and now the northern mainline trains, as you can demonstrate right now, which is good timing, use this track and this platform, which frees up the other two platforms for the Haywood Petersfield shuttle service, as well as our mainline trains as well. The idea being, of course, there's a little bit less waiting around and we can get the trains in and out of Petersfield that little bit quicker, which should help, obviously, get the passengers off the platform quicker. Not only here, but the idea is that if they're not waiting here, they're free to get on platform and carry on down towards Coventry, Bridgewater, Gillingham, where we're obviously having a lot of people waiting on the platforms in those cities. I also increased the length of the trains just by an extra carriage or two. They now carry 209 passengers. I believe it was about 171 before. So again, not a major change, but hopefully just enough that we'll see a lot more throughput in terms of passengers being picked up and dropped off and getting these platforms cleared that little bit quicker. The last thing I did, again, nothing too major, is I've changed out a lot, if not all, of the vehicles that we have on our bus routes in the various towns, and now we're using the Daimler deck streetcar as it has a higher capacity than the Mack that we saw a lot of use of previously. So other than that then, not much has changed, so we're good to carry on. Yes, when I was doing all this, when I was doing the testing and a few little tweaks and just killing a bit of time to make sure everything was nice and stable, I did have the date paused. That's now back to 1/2 speed as per our new norm. So there's not been any unlocks or anything like that while I was doing the testing. Obviously that's one thing I don't want you guys to be missing out on, because that's obviously the bread and butter of Transport Fever. and it would be a shame if anything like that happened off camera. So yeah, let's press on. Obviously in the last episode it was maybe a little bit slower pace, you know, just checking the lines, making tweaks, see if we can do any improvements here and there. So we need to return to the bread and butter, as I like to say, as I've just said there, which is obviously expanding your network, connecting up with cities, getting your goods delivered, getting your passengers delivered. And to that end, the main thing I want to do today is, from this station here in Heywood, is we'll put in a third platform, run it off down this way towards the river, and I'll do an passenger exchange this time, just on the side of the banks of the river here, where we'll have obviously a train station, we'll have a passenger harbour, we'll have one over by Quintrell Downs as well, and the idea is, of course, the passengers can take the ferry over the river into Quintrell Downs, and then at Quintrell Downs, rather than having a train line between Quintrell and Weybridge, which doesn't make the most sense because it's only a pretty short run, is we'll have a large bus or perhaps even a tram station, and then we can connect the two either by a bus route, or I'll lay in a specialised tram line between the two, and then that's Weybridge and Quintrell Downs, hopefully connected in such a way that they can do various exchanges and swaps in terms of transport and get onto the main line. Hopefully that will work. The theory is sound, I think. I hope. But we'll see. So let's get started on that. No, we don't want the train station yet. First thing you want to do then is, over in Heywood, is add the new track and platform. Well, we already have the platform. We need the new track. So we want to have catenary. Obviously our lines are all electrified at this point in time, so we need to keep up with that. So that's the tracking, and as you can see, it's activated platform 3. Oh, we have 3 vehicles. What we got? Just some coaches. Don't think we'll need them. We could have a look at them, maybe use them on the little shuttle service from Haywood down to the harbour. Could do it there, just to see them on the line, so they get to see a bit of action. But for now, we need to concentrate on getting this set up correctly. So we need to leave the station, and we'll give him... In fact, no, he doesn't need a long run off, because no train, as in, well, not no train, no service will be coming from this direction onto platform 3. Platform 3 will just be heading off to the north towards the river. So this is mainly, or this is only, to allow access for our newly purchased trains, when we get the line set up, to be able to hit platform 3 and get on his line, if that makes sense. It's just access, so it doesn't matter about the run-off, because we're not going to have any queues and in terms of trains waiting to get onto this platform. They're all coming from the other direction. That's what I'm trying to say. So we want to extend this one out this way. We'll extend all 3 of the tracks like this. So get him up to 70 like so. Yes, perfect. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. We'll want a diamond as per usual. Where's the switch there? It's just by the foot of the catenary mast. So let's put the switch in. Let's try and get him as fast as we can. Maybe 50 miles per hour. There we go. That's a nice rapid junction. Put his opposing number in there. Excellent. So this track is the one what's going to head down to the riverside to service the harbour. So just so we know what we're looking at and where we're aiming for, let's put in the station now. It only needs... In fact, we only need 1 track on this one. But we will have a... We'll go for 240 length platform. Blue trim, because that's the colour we've been using throughout. So we need to keep it uniform. And if we say, put it about there, should do quite nicely. Yes. And then we want the passenger harbour. We'll go for large. We'll go for 2 terminal. I don't think we'll need 2, but just in case, we will have 2 for some sort of future-proofing, perhaps. That'll do quite nicely. Now, obviously, this does create quite a large cutting, so just quickly go ahead and take the edge off that there. There we go. Get a smoother transition between the station and the harbour. Let's connect them by road, so there's actually a way to have a connection formed. Hopefully they're close enough that we don't need any... Oh god, that just looks awful. Okay, let's just rethink that. Delete that station, and we'll bring the station closer to the harbour. Perhaps even just have it as a direct connection like this. That'll work. Yeah, that's better. Yes. It's actually named it Quintrell Downs. We will rename that because it's not actually serving Quintrell Downs at all. Anyway, moving on. Let's get the track laid in. Where are we heading to? Where are we? Want to be heading upwards. 75 miles an hour is pretty good. It is quite steep, but obviously our trains these days are packing more of a punch, so that shouldn't be too much of an encumbrance. And the train should be able to handle it, and it's not going to be hauling any sort of goods, so in terms of weight, we should be fine. Shouldn't see too many struggles here. Now let's see if we can get this connected in nice and smoothly. Yeah! That's pretty good, that. Happy with that. Let's get the second track in. Nice and simple. We don't need a diamond at the other station down here because we only have a single platform, so that's taken care of already. But we do need signals. So let's see here. We'll have a signal off just before the junction there. And if we have one here to serve as a clearing signal for any waiting trains, I don't think there should be many. Not going to have too many trains running this. Not initially anyway. Obviously if it picks up in popularity then we may have to change that, but for now this should be good. So we'll get a couple of blocking. Did I put that? I did. He's gone the wrong way. That's no good. There we go. Sorted him out, no problem. Nobody's none the wiser. Excellent. And then just before the diamond and a clearing signal just there. That'll do me. Just a couple of blocks there. Like I said initially, we're not going to have too many trains running this little shuttle, so shouldn't need much more than that. So what can we call this? This is, we'll call it Heywood. It's nearer Heywood for my money. At least it's, well, it's not nearer as a crow flies, but it's on the same side of the river, so it just makes sense in my mind. And we'll call this Heywood. Heywood Harbour, I think, is a decent enough name. We know what it is. And to that end, we also need to rename this to Heywood Harbour. Harbour. No, Heywood Harbour. Come on, get with it. Here we go, Heywood Harbour. And we're going to need one over here as well. We'll just do a mirror image of the one we have on the other side of the river. Should be no problem with that. And this can be called Quintrell Downs Harbour. Okay, so we do need a road connection for this. We will connect into Quintrell Downs road network as well, but as I said, chances are I'm going to go for a tram station here like this. I think if I will go for 3. I don't think we're going to need 6 because obviously it's 6 total, but just in case I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm also going to extend... Okay, no I'm not, because it clashes. I can extend some of them. We can have a couple of short platforms. There's no harm in that, I suppose. That's making an absolutely ridiculous cutting there. Look at the elevation difference. We're going to have to address that because that's just bizarre. Absolutely weird. There we go. That's better-ish. Still a bit... Yeah, it's still quite a steep embankment, but it's better than it was, I think. At least I say so. If I don't look at it, I don't have to say otherwise. Anyway, let's get him connected in like that. Like I said, whether we send the trams through the town or direct off towards... In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll have a couple of services. Obviously one for Quintrell Downs, one for Weybridge, one between the two. But also like a Harbour Express, what goes just a central point in Weybridge, into a central point in Quintrell Downs to the harbour and back again. So just 3 stops like that. Well, I suppose it'd be 5 stops because you go there and back, but you know what I mean. So to that end, let's get some tram lines laid in through here and decide the route we want to take. I guess this is good. Removing a couple of buildings, that's a shame, but nothing we can do about that. Now we want to switch to country roads because they are faster. I know our vehicles are speed limited at the moment in terms of their capabilities because of the era we're in, but eventually we will be having faster ones, so no sense in not future-proofing early. There we go. That should work, I think. Don't see why not. Now the question is, do we want just the regular side of the road tram stroke bus stop or a passenger station like one of these? Obviously these have higher capacity. I think, yeah, let's go for one of them actually. I think don't need that many platforms. I think with just one per side is going to be more than enough this time around. Yeah, let's see where do we want to put it? On the outskirts of the town makes the most sense. Perhaps like that should do. Yeah, it'll do for now anyway. And then if we connect it in like that, obviously we do need a second exit there, like that. Get him dropped in to the country road there. That'll do. And this can be Quintrell Downs Exchange. And then we want to go and set up a similar, whoops, don't click that. Set up a similar sort of system for Weybridge as well. Again, perhaps just on the outskirts is the best place for it. Although we could be bold and demolish a few of these buildings just while the town's still small and young. In fact, I'm going to... Yeah, yes. Get rid of some of these commercial buildings. I do apologise to all the shop owners there, but... Progress. Can't stand in the way of progress. And then if we have it like this... try and line it up with that. And I want it in such a position that I can put an exit without it there we go, absolutely perfect. It's a bit slopey, but it'll do. And this is Weybridge Exchange, and already the shop owners have returned. And they don't seem too disheartened. Hello, Sam's Diner. So again, a bit distracted there. Yeah, they don't seem too disheartened by the fact we just kicked them out and knocked down their old shop. Hey, you get to modernise. You should be thankful. Anyway, we need a tram depot. A bit scatterbrained today. There we go. Tram depot. We'll put him down here. Oh god, not there. That's just awful. That'll do. Just take the edge off. Perfect. So the first line we'll set up is the Harbour Express line. So we'll go from Weybridge, Quintrell Downs, and then back again. Quite simple. What colour do we want this one? I think we'll go for... We'll use the green again. I know we already have a line using that colour, but it is on the far side of the map from here, so it's not a problem. This is Quintrell Downs Harbour. Yes, it is. We need to set the line name, so this will be the Harbour Express, I suppose is a decent enough term for it. I don't see why not. Get some trams on. We'll have the Moscow F. We'll have 6 for now. Get the maintenance sorted out and what have you. There we go. Unable. What? Did I not electrify? How did I not electrify everything? What did I miss? Answers on a postcard. Is it this bit here? I think it... Yeah, and that bit there. Okay, idiot. Come on. No, that's... Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, and this also needs to be electric as well. Is that done? Yeah. Are we good? So far. Looking good. And you are all electrified as well, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that should work now then. Fingers crossed, otherwise I'm going to look like a bit of a melon. Yes, they are, because they're on the way, look. Harbour Express. Perfect. For now, there's not going to be many people wanting to travel this, because, you know, there's nowhere for them to go. However, once we get the rest of the line set up, that should change. So, harbour to harbour, nice and simple. I'm trying to think of a good name for this one. Haywood passenger, Haywood Ferry. We'll call, no, Quintrell Downs Ferry. We've got a lot of Heywoods on the map in terms of lines, so let's go for Quintrell Downs Ferry. That'll do. Where's our shipyard? Is down by Coventry, all the way down here. There it is. So here we go, our first passenger ferry. What do we want? Well, we want large. You can take... Does that mean you can take passengers? It does, yeah. Okay. You can have... The Klondike, that looks like... Yeah, that looks like a passenger ferry, doesn't it? We'll go for that. I think we're only going to need one, to be fair. Don't see why we'd need more. What colour was it? It was that sort of colour, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Let's get up here so we can see the line that we're wanting him to assign to, otherwise he'll not pick it up. There it is. So that's that bit, so that's that done. That's this bit done. Now for this bit, so another new line. And this will be Haywood Harbour Express. Just to distinguish it from the tram express that we have over the other side of the river. Haywood Harbour Express, perfect. Go all the way down here to our train depot. Missed it, missed it, missed it. Where are you? There you are. No, there you are. Okay, what do we want on this one? Probably don't want electric, to be fair. What's the fastest steam engine we've got? Is it the Russian Class S still? I think it is. We'll go for the Class S. Passenger wagons. Here's the new ones that we had unlocked a few moments ago. The GWR Colette Bowend coach. They carry 20. They'll do, I think. So we'll have one of them. The front. 2 central ones and then a rear one to make it all proper as it should be. I think for now 2 is going to be enough. Probably a little bit overkill at this point, but I'm sure that will soon change. What colour were you? What colour was it? Do you know, I can't bloody remember. Let me have a look. It's sort of like a turquoisey sort of colour. Okay, head straight back down, blah, 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 blah. This is a little bit embarrassing. I only just set it up and forgot the colour. There we go, that's the one. Oh, they look quite nice. Go back again so we can see the line. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sorted. There we go, Haywood Harbour Express. Are we going to see much pickup initially? Probably not, but I do, in fact. Just give me a moment. Ah, no, we aren't going to... Oh, I thought we'd got every town connected in terms of passenger connection, but we still need to do Ripley. I was about to crack open a bottle of champagne. Ah, well. So now let's sort out the inter-town transport for Quintrell Downs and Heywood while we're here. These will just use regular bus stops. And they will be buses for now. The trams are going to be reserved for the express line to the harbour. For now, that is. You know, that may change. Do you want to have one there? If you have one there, they can walk. Make them walk. Exercise is good for you. There we go. Patch down this way. Yeah, that'll give us a decent enough loop. And we can put one there. It's a bit short, but that's no problem. Let's get this one set up then. We're going to have 2 lines here. Obviously, the standard clockwise, counterclockwise configuration. This will be Quintrell Downs. No, bus service 01. Quintrell Downs. There we go. And then immediately do the reverse for bus service 02. Excellent. We need a road depot. Let's put it there just for a laugh. That's a great laugh, that. just get on with it, come on. Oh, God, I've changed my mind. I've embarrassed myself and changed my mind. Let's get some buses then. Passenger buses, we'll go for the Daimlers. For now, you can have 4 per line. That's no doubt going to change quickly. Hopefully it'll change quickly. Get them cranked up. No, not all of them. We only want the first 4. Get coloured in that colour and your bus service 1. Then you're that colour and your bus service 2. Lastly, we'll do the same for Weybridge. Again, just use regular bus stops for this. With this one, we can put them a lot closer to the exchange terminus that we set up. Well, it's not a terminus, is it? It's just an exchange. And then head up this way. This is a bit higgledy-piggledy, a bit all over the show, but it'll do. And then back down. Yep, that's fine for me. Get the line set up, all the lines. There's going to be 2 of them, as per. All good. That's a green one, so this is bus service 01 for Weybridge. Weybridge. Is it Weybridge? Is it Weybridge or Weymouth? Weybridge. Got it right. Well done. Good job, me. Get the counter line set up. Excellent. Bus service 2, Weybridge. And we've got 2 lovely... They are going opposite directions, of course, yeah. 2 lovely shades of green there. We'll put the depot just there because why not? Again, we'll go for 8 just for now. Hopefully that'll need to change in the not too distant future. The sooner the better, really, because it means we've had good pickup on the lines that we just put in. What did we have? Was it that one? I'll say that one. It's close. It's going to be close enough, isn't it, to be fair? It doesn't really... It's not that critical if it's a slightly different shade of green. And that one. So that's them 2. Do we want one just between Weybridge and Quintrell Downs? I think so. We'll use a tram for this one. Why are you going out that way? Well, that's just bizarre. Let's return to that in a second and see if we can't fix that. And this is Intercity Tram. And this is Quintrell Weybridge. I've spelt that all kinds of wrong. Weybridge. There we go. Weybridge. It's not even a hard word to spell and I still ballsed it up. Right, so why aren't you going this way? Did I... Something not electrified, perhaps? Well, that's strange. It just stops. Okay, let's change that. Street. You're that kind of street. Electric. There you go. Now they should do it properly. Yes. Why are you... Oh, okay, what's... Do I need to swap their platforms, the terminals over? Possibly. So you go to Terminal 2, and then you to go to Terminal 1. Or is it... That's... Yeah, that's better. It'll do. In fact, best thing to do is add a 3rd platform straight off the bat. So then there's no crossing over between the two services there, the Ferry Express and the Intercity. So let's just have a... So we want the one that's coming this way, which is this one, to be on Terminal 1. Is that right? Yes. And then you can go on to Terminal 2. Yes. And then I'll even treat you, because I'm so generous, to a smashing little waypoint just there. And then, oh god, after that. And then after, just click what we can see. Yes, you manage the line after Quintrell Downs. If you hit that way, there we go. That looks nice, nice and tidy and organised. Just check we're doing the same over here. Not quite. What's happening here? How? Oh yes, because, oh, and I've not let that. Leave that. Pretend it's fine. It's fine. It's just fine. Just leave it. Come on. Just ignore it. Let's get some trams on that Intercity tram system, shall we? 4 should be enough, I think, for now. Again, hopefully we'll have to change that in the not too distant future. That sort of colour, I think you were. Yeah. There we go. Are we going to see some passenger generation? Yes. We have 6 heading to the harbour. Are you going anywhere after the harbour? I hope so. I hope you use this little system we set up for you. I think the 6 platforms is looking like it was a little bit overkill, but you never know. If we need to future expand it, then we're covered for that now, so it's not a problem. So moving on, that's them 2 connected in. Should we go ahead and do Ripley? Then I can crack open that champagne I was prematurely about to guzzle. How are we going to connect? Ooh. Getting a passenger line up there is going to be not the easiest. Oh, perhaps we go from... Could we get from Stockton? How many lines do you have? You only have one. Oh, yeah, we could. We could take him off somewhere down here, across, around, and into Ripley like that. But first, we have the M300, which looks like a rail bus, the AMO tank truck, and the AMO tarpaulin truck. Before we do that, shall we check if the trucks are an improvement? Let's just pick on you. Manage vehicle. So at the minute you have the the Benz. Okay, the Benz. Which carries 7 and does 25. You carry 6 and do 25. Let's just pretend they didn't get unlocked because I don't think we're going to be using them. Oh, that was nice. Sorry. It's quite a nice view. Is that Coventry? Yes, it is. Coventry skyline over the way there, taking shape very nicely. It's pleasing to see. Can we see any? Oh, yeah. What's that? That must be, I'm guessing that's Bridgewater. It is. I remember my map. Good job, me. So, anyway. Ripley. We need to get Ripley connected in. And I think the best way is going to be to take it down this way and then... It's a shame we put a... Oh, sorry, I've just completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, connecting to Stockton. Now, what I was saying there is it's a shame that this is a terminus, because we could have just extended it through that way. Instead, we're going to have to loop around a bit. Which will be alright. I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody, I hope. Let's just do it. Just get on with it. None of this is electrified, is it? No, it isn't. This is the only section of track then on our network that isn't electrified up here. In the future that's going to change, obviously. But for now, or maybe not. Maybe we can just have diesel trains up here. Yeah, why not? Don't want electrics everywhere. It's nice to have that variety, something different to look at when you're flying about your map. Why are you being strange? Why won't you... There you go. Yeah, it wasn't snapping to the line there, which was distressing me. Anyway, what? No. Come on. Here we go. Oh my god. Just nothing. Just nothing is going right today. Come on. This is embarrassing. Carry on up. Let's do it right. Click the blue tick. Look, they even got bright colours for you so you can see. Make it easy for you. Ooh, a tunnel. Nice distraction there. Let's carry on round, and then where are we? There's Ripley. I can see its nameplate. Ooh, a bridge. Getting distracted again. Oh god. Ooh. Ooh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not at all. Head up that way. A little bit of a wiggle, but I'm not having a huge bridge like that. It doesn't look right. It doesn't. You can have a tunnel. Ooh, a nice long tunnel. I don't see why not. I prefer a long tunnel to a long bridge. Especially if, if you're bridging a large body of water, then you need a long bridge, but that looks like it should be there. These just look... Although a little one across... Yeah. Oh, God. As I was saying, that's not too bad. Like a little bridge between two little hills is fine. But that was giving me like an 18-mile bridge, which was not fine. Not even close to being fine. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's get this dropped in. We'll leave this track there for now, because then we can plan out where we want Ripley's train station to be. It's going to be a terminus. We do need 2 tracks for this. Perhaps if we put them up here. Where's the track? Where's the track? No, it needs to be more that direction, doesn't it? Although we could put it quite close, because this isn't a residential area, as you can see there. This is cargo. This is commercial and industrial, so it's the noise pollution is not too much of a problem. Why would I put 3? That's better. 2. There we go. Let's give it a large building. Go fancy. Yes. Obviously, we are going to have to... What am I doing? Oh god, everything's gone a bit wrong today. Yeah, we are going to have to connect it to a road system. That's no problem. It looks strange going from town road to country road there, so we'll extend the town road out a little bit further. That's fine. Obviously, we're going to need bus stops in the not too distant future, but we can sort that out as soon as we've got this finally connected. It's been a bit of an ordeal with all the balls ups that I've made, but we are done. We're in. Diamond. Get a diamond in. Don't mess it up. Ooh, 70-mile-an-hour diamond. That's nice. Completely over the top. Oh, he's messed it up. He's messed it up. Well done. Pack it up. Go on. Just call it up. Just write the whole thing off. Signals. Short signal for clearance. One before the diamond. And then your regular blocking signals along the rest of the track. Not going to need too many. It's only going to be like a little shuttle service as per we have in Stockton and Boston, heading down to Gillingham. So the passengers are going to have to do a bit of a platform changing if they want to go onto the main line, but they're big boys, they can figure it out. Or big girls. Just carry on, shall we? Oh, no, that's right. Don't know what is going wrong today. I think I need a cup of tea, which solves all the world's problems, and anybody who says otherwise is wrong. It's as simple as that. Anyway, come on, nearly done. So we're gonna need, yeah, we need a couple here just protecting the junction, and then we'll get a couple of short ones for clearing purposes. There we go, that's fine. There we go. So we can set up the line now between Stockton and Ripley. Why is it called... Oh, because one of these was originally called Ripley. Okay, so we'll change the name of it eventually, soon enough. Where's he gone? Line 1. Change his name. This is Stockton Ripley Shuttle Service. Shuttler? No. Shuttle Service. Change his colour. We've had a lot of these sort of shades of green. You can have yellow. Where's he gone? Oh, it's because I changed the name, didn't it? It always deselects it, which is a little bit frustrating, but easily overcome. So that's that done. Get a train, get ready, get oh, don't know what's going wrong today. Everything's going wrong today. What do we want? The Class S, that's the faster one, isn't it? Yeah. Passenger wagons, we'll have the... You can have the parlours, I suppose. I think 4 is going to be enough. And we'll have 4 trains. Perhaps that's a little bit excessive and overkill as per, but I'm confident. Perhaps falsely so. What? Why can't you get to there? You can get... Right, we know you can get up to here. Ah, okay. There's no way for you to... Yeah, okay. Now I see the problem is. That's no problem. I see the problem. It's not a problem. Well, it must be if you see it. She said it's a problem. Carry on. Quickly. We need to... Basically, we need to connect him in this from here to here. So we'll do that now. We've still got trains waiting here. A lot of trains waiting. What's going off here? Leave it. Come back to it in a moment. We've got other things to do. Come on. Don't get too distracted. Like... It can be one way, to be fair, because the train's never going to run back the way, so... Like that. Where are... There we go. Yes, and then... Like that. Does that look okay? Not really. Okay, we'll do the normal trick of running in parallel just briefly, and then sweeping him in like that, and then that will be a nice flat junction. Or crossover, yes. Perfect. So this is going to be one way because the train's never going to run back this way, so that's okay. So we can put a couple of blocks in here like that. That's okay. Yeah, I know that'll do. That'll do me fine. Yeah, let's get some blocks a bit further up here. Actually, they could easily squeeze one in. Okay, so now they should be able to find a path to the stop. So let's go ahead and pick them back up. There we go. That's that sorted. We'll do the bus service for Ripley, and then I'm going to have a look at what's going off down here because that train traffic jam was a little bit unnerving, and I don't like it. So let's quickly get a bus route set up, and we'll just have a one-way, not a one-way, unidirectional service for here, just a loop like that, and then back down, and then you want to do a double platform there, and there, and there, and then, why not? Yeah, okay. New line. So this is your outback. Oh god, you've missed a stop there. So yeah, that's right. Then Church Street, and then this way. And then you're coming back and doubling up on these platforms here. Yeah, that'll do. So this is bus service 01 for Ripley. Let's change its colour. You can have red buses out here. Road depot, please. Put them a little bit out of town. Like that. Get some buses. We'll use the Daimlers. You can have 6. Get that cranked up. Get them coloured in. Get them assigned. There we go. That's that. So where's that champagne gone? That's every city now serviced by some sort of passenger mechanism. So theoretically, anybody can get from anywhere to anywhere, although you may have to do a bit of changing platforms at stations, but that's okay. Now, this is troubling. He's blocking. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem because what we can do is udge him up to there. Yes. Just to get his back end off the switch. And then we get rid of that one there. And then things should start moving. In fact, let's just accelerate a little just to see if things do indeed start. Yes, there we go. And over this side, are you making progress now? See, that's obviously because I lengthened the trains off camera, like I mentioned, and didn't account for overhangs on junctions and what have you. I mean, what we could do is we could just get rid of that signal altogether. I think that should be okay. And then there's no danger of them overhanging this junction here when they're waiting to get into Gillingham. But we seem to be a bit more free-flowing now, although we've still got a backlog down here, but I think it just needs to take time to work itself out, if you know what I mean, and get things moving again. But fingers crossed, we're good. Let's just drop it back down to normal speed now that we've seemingly addressed the issue there. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that, but for now I think we're good. Have we had anybody use our ferry yet? Probably not. That's not the right ferry. Oh, we have. Oh, 61. Very nice. Where they're obviously, I think it's just going to, yeah. It would be nice if you could see their, obviously their next destination, which you see there, Haywood Harbour. But you also saw their final destination, and perhaps you'd be able to see the route they're going to take. So if they're going to Coventry, then we'd see obviously Haywood Harbour, and then we'd see they'd travel from here to here on the shuttle, and then from here to Coventry on either the main line or the Northern Main Line. That'd be quite a nice little feature, perhaps one day, who knows. But the main thing is people are using it, which is obviously really good to see. I'm very happy with that. Glad to see it's had some pickup already, more than I expected it to have. So to that end, where is our passenger ferry? Not. Oh, is that you? Yes, you are. You carry 110, so you can easily take all 61 what are currently waiting, that's no problem. Do we have any pickup for Ripley yet? Yes, I can see one just over there. Anybody wanting to go from Stockton to Ripley? Yes. 6. 10. I looked at the wrong number. 10 of you. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There we go. Every city connected via public transport. And it's 1924. Pretty pleased that's taken us. That's been 74 years. Could have done it a lot faster, to be fair. Spent a lot of time ballsing up and messing around and just wasting time, but we got there. I'm really pleased with that. Very pleased. I've got no lie, got a smile on my face for this. Well chuffed. It does feel like a sense of whoa! Don't look at that. I'm on a high. Don't get distracted by the lows. Yeah, sense of achievement to have everything connected up. We're not going to connect all the industries. There's too many. But obviously, we do want to make sure that each city gets the end products that they need. I'm going to do that. But we're not going to connect every single raw material industry and processing industry to the network. I think the ones we have, because we've got the mod which allows them to expand, I think it's either 4 or 8 times more than normal. There's no need to have every single industry, because one lumber mill, for example, can provide enough planks to service all industries that are requiring planks. So that's okay. That should be fine. But we'll see. We might have to connect a few more later on, but we can do that if we need to. So Gillingham, you got to build up. That's no worry. No worry. That's no surprise considering what's just happened. We have another. Right, just quickly pause it and let's just rework this little stretch here, because that train's tail end was preventing this good chap here from joining on to the network and carrying on his way. So if we do that and then double slip switch him, should that now sort it out? Yeah, he can now progress, 'cause, yeah, before he was just over the switch, so now he's got a clear run. So I think I've already seen what we're going to be doing in the next episode. It's going to be more tweaks, unfortunately, trying to address the issues we've got around here at Gillingham, because it's just crazy at the minute. Might need to rework the entire network. Well, not the entire network. This from, say, obviously from the station out to perhaps this junction, and get it reworked so we don't have any more snafus like we just had with trains blocking other trains and holding everything up and clogging up the entire network. How we are? Yeah, it's all backed up all the way down here. Look, they're all waiting, Now he's obviously only here for a few moments. He's passing straight on through towards Heywood, so he won't be an issue for much longer. But everything else is a bit concerning, if I'm honest. I think we need to improve the efficiency on this little section of track here. What I'm going to do is just put it on ×4, perhaps until the end of the year. Don't want to waste too much time on this, just to see if it's, again, just a leftover artifact from the earlier problem, or if it is something that needs some urgent attention. And if it is, then we'll tackle it in the next episode. I think is probably the best solution. We're starting to get a bit more free flowing along this way down here, which is good, but back this way we're still backed up. I think it might just be a remnant of the earlier delay, and trains are struggling to get on platform because of the blockage we had earlier. Fingers crossed, once it starts moving as it is now, it should, the train should space themselves out once again, and we won't see this issue for much longer, but we'll keep an eye on it and see. Do we have any empty platforms here that we could make use of? Not really, no. What do we have? Oh, let's drop it back to 1 times speed. The Dornier Mercure, which is a plane. Probably said that all kinds wrong. And the Flying Scotsman. Well, he's making an appearance. Probably the most famous train in the world, I guess, maybe. Anyway, it's a very famous train. There's no way we can't not have the Flying Scotsman somewhere. Perhaps on one of our shuttle services. Where we've got the Russian class S's at the moment. We'll swap them out for Flying Scotsmans. That's my plan. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is we'll end this episode here. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll pause the date, run this for a bit at 4 times speed in the background, just for 5 or 10 minutes, and see how we look here. I'll also save it now, or once I finish recording, and then run it on for, like I said, 10-15 minutes, see what becomes of this little drama we've got going on here. If it sorts itself out, then the next episode will pick up where we've just saved it. Well, either way, we'll pick up from where we just saved it. I'll know whether it will sort itself out or whether it needs some attention. And obviously by saving it, we're not going to impact our progression in any way. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head anyway. So yeah, anyway, like I said, we'll wrap it up now, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, obviously leave yourself a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you're feeling particularly marvellous. Mwah. But for now, as always, guys, you take care of yourselves. It's ta-ta for now.